Bryce, are you hearing the audio, right?
So Starr strikes it to the back of the net.
Sorry, on the stream that is.
Fantastic strike from Darcy Campbell. Oh, that'll fumble through.
Check with Bryce for audio again, please.
Clear run at Hadland, good parry. Good Gardner, by hook or by crook, has managed to snap that one beyond Matthew Taylor. No mistake, second time round either. Uddingston gets some breathing room in quarter 4.
Just open it up again. Open up Discord again.
And that seals a vital win for Uddingston. Really hard fought one today.
Picking up your headphones.
Was it?
It's not picking up your headphones.
No, it's not.
Okay. Just. Okay. Mike's gonna go hot in for you. Well, everyone, welcome to Uddingston TV's coverage as Uddingston hosts Clydesdale Western. I think that's the first time I've ever called it Uddingston TV, so apologies for that one. Delighted to say, joined by Jack Menny as usual, and G1's captain Stephen McKenzie. Stephen will reflect just a little bit before we get into the meat and bones tonight. Top 6 secured, and pretty good result on the end.
Yeah, boys have set out exactly the goals they look to get from the season so far for the league. Come off the back of a strong campaign in indoor and took that into the game against ESM a couple of weeks ago and got what they deserved. I think the hard work, and it's good that the boys have managed to get there, but that's the minimum achieved, and it's looking about getting points and kicking on from here.
And obviously as well, there's the character. We spoke a little bit off air about what finishing the top 4 would mean. We won't tempt any fate there yet, but obviously something very nice to have as an added bonus of finishing top 6. That's even a possibility, let alone whether or not we make it.
Yeah, definitely. I think once you reach that top 6, it's the next goal. So one step at a time, and we'll take each game as they come and see where we end up. But yeah, certainly the next goal for us is looking to push in that top 4 spot.
Excellent. Well, if you want to keep up with how both the G1s and the L1s have been getting on, there's one place to go, or well, really there's four or five places to go, but they're all found through at Uddy Hockey, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X, depending on how you prefer it, TikTok, and here on YouTube. So you'll get all the match highlights and plenty of other chat along with the live streams here on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed through to us for that. I'll keep you in the loop and up to date, and obviously we'll hear a little bit from Alistair Condy a little bit later on. Hard at work across the social media fronts, TikTok in particular, I know, desperate to see us do really well on, so please go tag Uddy Hockey on your social posts and say hello to Alistair from us. Now Jack, we've kept you waiting a little bit as well, but Gareth and I didn't manage to bully you into getting involved with hockey a little bit further in the meantime, since the last time you were on air. But another Thursday night game that's plenty of fun, and managing in the cold and ready for the game ahead.
Yeah, quite a cold night like you said, but looking forward to it. First midweek game on comms, so looking forward to it like I said, and you never know, might find me with a hockey stick in my hand one day.
Get you there soon enough, I'm sure. Well, before we draw too much attention to the game to follow, let's have a look at the results as they've come past. So, starting off with how Uddingston have been getting on recently. Obviously, the big 4-0 win in the Scottish Cup against Edinburgh Cala, and victory against Glasgow University as well. It's Stephen, I know you've been down and around for some of it as well. For the girls, it's not always been the prettiest wins, but they've secured a couple of really important wins, especially here on Thursday nights.
Yeah, I think that's something that's really important as well, though. You know, when you're not playing your best hockey, you're still picking up those points, and it can't always be great. You can't always play your best hockey, but it's important that when that comes, you grind out those results. And off the back of a really good Thursday night fixture here last week, which managed to win, and win on Saturday, which managed to progress them into semi-finals in the Scottish Cup. So a lot of positives for the girls moving forward.
Now let's take a look at how Clydesdale Western have been getting on recently as well. Look, it's it's hard not to start at the bottom there. 17-0 win over GHK, Stephen. I mean, I really don't know what you say about a result like that. There's a difference between a 5-1 and a 17-0 in terms of just something more than just you having a very good day if you're Clydesdale.
Yeah, definitely. I was just looking at that there and I had to double take. Yeah, no, obviously, well done to Clydesdale. It's a great win. Yeah, Clydesdale were always a strong team within the women's Prem, so yeah, those results can happen. Yeah, as you can see there, really one of the top sides running in the uni course as well, so should be a competitive game. One to look forward to.
Well, let's have a look at how both teams sit in the table as we head into the final few games before the girls resolve their top 6 split. And for Uddingston, it is a tall order tonight. 8 points the gap above to Clydesdale Western, who, yeah, like we said, knew where the net was against GHK for sure. But there's certainly plenty of heart to be taken for the rest season as it'll come out, regardless of how these next couple of games go, Stephen.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, tall order in terms of looking to get into that top 6 position, but regardless of that, these are the games you should look to win, challenge yourself against a really good team, and pick up these points that can be vital in terms of even if you don't make that top 6 split. It's vital to keep yourself away from that bottom end of the league and set yourself up for a good position in the second half.
Well, let's take a look at how the opposition line up tonight. There's a couple of big names that we've already been plenty warned about taking the field, and there's a familiar name as well from those of you that were tuning into us last season as well. Millie Steiger and Bronwyn Shields, both current Scotland internationals. Just a little bit of problem with the graphics, unfortunately, so can assure you they are part of the squads tonight. And let's take a look at the home side as well. New name on the team lines, Tegan McPherson. Ian getting stuck in immediately, and other than that, for Coach Gareth Eichen, it's very much a team that's been delivering recently, but hard fought. And just, I guess, really the tall order is more of the same against slightly higher capability opposition than Edinburgh Cala last time out, Jack.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've seen that it's hard opposition and it'll be a tough game, but hopefully girls can do it tonight.
Well, we are almost ready to get things started here at Uddingston Cricket and Sports Clubs. There's just wait for confirmation. There was a little bit of trouble last Thursday night when the umpire requested us to change from white tee and orange ball. Given the colour of the socks that Clydesdale are sporting, I don't think there'll be the change requested again tonight. Certainly, I'm sure, a really interesting contest set to play out as we just wait for final confirmations that we're ready to get things underway. not happy with the previous bowling offer. There's a little bit of ferreting going on to try and find another one that's more suitable. And the big bowl out from Gareth finds one back in the centre circle, and that looks to be sufficient. So slight delay, but we're ready to rock and roll. And rock and roll we are. Get things started out as Clydesdale immediately try to go front foot and start asking questions. The Uddingston defence, they want to set the tone. It's an important step on. First real defensive action for Darcy Campbell captaining the side. And we'll get a first glimpse at the kind of directness we're expecting to see from Uddingston tonight, Stephen.
Yeah, I think it's something you've seen from the girls, just be quite direct, quite quick in the attack and transition play. So yeah, an early one there.
It's just going to be about picking the moments and trying to keep things moved around. Nice shoal goes for the aerial. She'll be able to creep forward thanks to the umpire's whistle.
Definitely a fast tempo started off by both sides here, as from the attack comes nothing though.
Clydesdale keep the pressure on from the long corner. Oh, good quick turnover now. Liv Mullen round the challenge. Straight through on goal. Liv Mullen, the contact not there. Oh, it's a real opening opportunity for Uddingston there, and it just, I think just Olivia Mullen just ran out a little bit of steam there.
Did everything right apart from the shot there. Brilliant bit of play on the counter. Taking advantage from the mistake made by Clydesdale.
It's something we saw against Edinburgh Calla last time from the girls. Quite keen to play a really high aggressive press. Obviously slightly different scenario today, but one that when the traps work they are going to lead to opportunities. As Clydesdale move around the corner. Uddingston can't make good the turnovers. Clydesdale keep possession. Oh, well, that'll break kindly as well now. Chance for Clydesdale to ask some questions of themselves. Important parry as it's fizzed across the D from Darcy Campbell. Well, warning signs from both sides already, Stephen.
Yeah, both sides chances early on. Pushing starting a bit more of the ball. Not really flashing any clear cut chance yet, but that was really costing a bit there.
Is that something that ever plays in your mind as a defender, that when the opposition gets a decent chance early doors, that, or is it just part of the game and you just play it?
I think it's hard not to let it affect you a wee bit, but I think you know as well that they're come and go in games, whether it happens 2 minutes in or whether it happens 20 minutes in, it doesn't really make a difference in terms of early chances. But it's also good to set the tone early, get a chance.
It is the visitors, Clydesdale, doing the majority of that in the moment, and Harry's been in and amongst it. Their teammates will drive deep and try and find an outcome. They will find an outcome, short corner.
And how does playing against this style, Stephen, affect the mindset this early on? As an Uddingston defence being put under pressure quite a lot here, does that then affect the way you think going forward?
Yeah, in a form, yes, but also it depends on the opposition. You know, if you know that you're going to be dealing with a lot of pressure, then it is about, you know, just sustaining that and try to deal with it the full game. You can only deal with what's in front of you.
Short is sent in. Trick around the corner, and Verity Shields gets a good stop in before the umpire's whistle denies any more. Crichton can't carry out. Clydesdale for the first time getting a couple of little passing moves around the edge of the UDD. Blue Wall steps back out though to try and slow this play down. Drive into the D, has the umpire thinking but not deciding as play continues, and Clydesdale keep pushing. Another umpire's blast rewards them.
Uddingston struggle to get a bit on the ball here. Quite frantic, but I'm sure it will settle down.
Clydesdale can connect in the D again, but just enough.
It's important that Uddingston keep the discipline and their defence. The way matches sustain a bit of pressure at times throughout the game, so just about not getting bored, especially bringing the ball in outline here, not getting bored and rushing things.
Clydesdale straight back on the attack, and the tip diverted by Shields. Might still have more work to do, and then the umpire's whistle. Uddingston all hands to the pump at defence at the moment, and it's taken that so far. McWilliams, a rash hit forward, but it does get brought back. Porter again pushed down this right side, so we're doing similar against Calla. Williams, a little bit of a mystery between Shaw and Campbell, but Campbell can recover, and a crash ball through the heart won't find teammates. Crichton. Our part in the turnover, not legal. Ratton. Lovely touch from Lexi McMillan to take it away into space, and the contact will draw the umpire's whistle. A little remonstration from Stephen McKenzie next to me. Not happy with that, are we, Stephen?
I think it would be, I'd be a wee bit frustrated. I feel like Uddingston were away into 25 there, but umpire's obviously seen it as a pullback.
Oh, tip in, oh, tip home! Something from absolutely nothing from Uddingston. Been back to the wall all the way so far. But on the scoreboard, it's all smiles. And I believe that's Tegan McPherson, who's been on the pitch for all of 8 minutes and already having an impact. It's just what you want as a new player in the team.
Definitely a very hard angle to score from there, but able to find the net.
I think as well, obviously especially over the corner here, credit to the ball in as well. It's real easy to catch that wrong, and you see it quite a lot. It goes way into there and it's called for foul, but flat ball, bit of ball across the D makes it difficult to defend and deal with, and yeah, got onto the end of it, unfortunately.
Tries to look for the immediate response from the short. Again, try the similar routine. This time McWilliams alive to the danger, can clear. So important not to go up at one end and then concede the short corner and find yourselves back level immediately afterwards there, Stephen.
Yeah, it's right. Those next 2 minutes, both when you score and concede, to think you're uphill save, no through highs and no too lows. It's about resetting and making sure that you keep winning your game.
Now that we find ourselves ahead, Stephen, does the mentality change? Does the way we play change? Or do we just keep on going the same as we have been?
I don't think anything's changed. I think the game plan is working. I think it will give them a confidence boost, certainly, and I think you see it. It's a lot louder on the pitch as well now. The noise isn't up, so yeah, I think it will help Uddingston settle into this game a bit.
Campbell ready to restart. Hogarth can't quite bring that under our spell. Millen is going to try and help out with the turnover. Still Clydesdale carry out. Just really good close control there. Not too much pressure on, but never really looked like any danger coming there. Sure, restart. Ola Miller trying to turn away and out the trouble. Can't quite escape it. No, Clydesdale keep coming. Shields pulled into another save, but not quite the desperate dive, just a toe poke away. Quite work for Dacre, trying to bring that one back out from a quick change of hands. Now, Hogarth, her turn to try and work something. Uddingston just struggling to clear lines. And Clydesdale keep the pressure on again. Still in the D, they'll get another shot now. Uddingston managing the short corners reasonably well so far. Yet to see too much of what Clydesdale have in their locker. Now, I wonder if this, after the last couple, will be a little change up to the routine. These are the more direct route. Good parry from Shields. Ali Howie denied.
Does the more short corners you have to defend make you feel more comfortable defending them? Or is it then having double guess if we're going to then change for tactic?
I don't think I would necessarily say comfortable. Yeah, I don't think I would necessarily say it's ever. You never feel so comfortable defending the short corner. You can have good short corner defence, but it's always still an early moment because it's such an advantage for the opposition. It's probably set piece is worked on the most in hockey, so yeah, you never quite know what's going to come if they're going to keep doing the same thing or throwing in the team. But you can take confidence from the fact that you can do anything well, definitely. I think it's more, it plays more maybe in the mind of an attacking corner team. The more corners you get and nothing's working, it's sort of like you start second guessing, do they flick off the top, do they run in the team.
Not too many struggles with that this season, have you, Stephen?
No.
It's been a lot of success from the short corner for the Jets. Onesies. Our reel at the top will very much show as we're ready to get play restarted. It looks like everything's okay. And from the bully off now, Uddingston able to force turnover. Afraid to keep this short as short. Now Campbell. Still an element of the nerves in a couple of passes, but Dacre will try and take it away. She's got plenty of pace to step into this one. McPherson ahead of her. Dacre can't quite connect. It could still, and it won't hold for McMillan.
Unfortunate there. Did well to break away from the defender there. Just pass wasn't to be.
Deaker just the shout to tuck in from Gareth Aiken there. For a lot of this quarter, it's been defensive solidity, structure first for Uddingston, and looks like it's going to be ending in a similar way if they can keep Clydesdale at bay, though still the visitors come forward. Crash through, wrong foot to couple, now Uddingston battle at the edge of the D to try and force something. They will get the reprieve. Always a heartening first quarter when you know your back's against the wall, Stephen, but you're still getting those quick breaks. They are still coming. It's not camped in for the 17 and a half minutes the entire time.
No, I mean that's the thing. It's a game of something that you're going to get a chance. It's about taking them, it's about being clinical and get them. And girls have had 2 chances to think of off the top of my head in this quarter, and they've got 1 goal from it. So we've got those stats in terms of goal from it.
Through now. Well, the latest to try and bring this one away from danger is the swept strike in from Steiger. Can't find a way through. Play from Uddingston, trying to push that out from the left side, doesn't quite come back, just keeps pressure back on themselves with seconds left in quarter one as we understand it anyway. Obviously just a reminder for those who are tuning in perhaps for the first time, obviously our times are not synced with the umpires watching. There'll be a little bit extra from the injury, but not sure exactly how much. There's Crichton. Step forward and through. Lovely little feed on. She'll get it straight back as well. Now Crichton still crashing forward. Another one of the quick counter attacks Uddingston have been looking for. It just overruns it into her feet. Still plenty positive signs that those chances are coming about. Even if they're not quite coming together for Uddingston, more often than not.
You once again know it was a good fast attack down that left hand flank.
Campbell. Now McWilliams. Uddingston won't mind this at all as the time runs out to just hammer that one away. Not one you're worried about passing accuracy there. Pressure from Hogarth, dangles the stick in, and still Clydesdale come forward. Umpire's whistle will allow all those in. Orange to step forward now. Surely one of the, if not the last act of this quarter. Quarter that's been almost all Clydesdale on every metric but the scoreboard. And just as they're trying to break into the D, that's where it's called. I mean, Jack, if you're coach Gareth Aiken at the moment, it's quarter one, 1-0 up, job done.
Yeah, I mean, like you touched on there, it's been a lot of Clydesdale attack, but they've been able to keep it out, defended solid, and had a couple of opportunities to counter attack as well. So, yeah, do the same in the second, surely.
Right, Stephen. Yeah, job done for quarter one. Job for quarter 2, 3, and 4 is the same, if not significantly tougher now, surely.
Yeah, I think we sustained it. That pressure for the first quarter, I think a lot of pressure sustained for the full game. I think in terms of it was a bit wet right at the end there. You saw the ball come back at the centre back, and it's really important. I think when you're pressing that high, that once the ball's moved on, that you're repositioning. You've got to be able to offer the ball. Just speak from a centre back's view when you get the ball where position, and it does feel very suffocating, as if you've got nothing on. So yeah, I think in terms of outletting, that'll be a bit of importance, because I think it can be quite a lot of pressure for Uddingston to sustain for the rest of the season.
Let's take another look at the goal that separates the two sides so far. And Stephen, you wanted this one pulled back, but girls made it work all themselves without it.
Shows what I know.
Look, you didn't commentate his curse it the other way afterwards, so we'll take it. And a lovely, lovely tip finish there from Tegan McPherson. 8 minutes in to playing as part of Uddingston, and yeah, like I say, perfect way to start things.
And as if the night wasn't cold enough, here comes the rain.
Oh dear. Kudos to all of you that have stuck around, that are watching down by the sidelines as well. Not the warmest night for hockey. I know there's a chance you can dash up to the clubhouse and get your hot drink halfway through. Clydesdale will not want a repeat of how quarter one fared, and immediately he's trying to step back on the attack, and imagine the message would have been get a response and get one quickly. Lahan pushing down left side, able to make some headway. She's got another chance now. Clydesdale change the angle of attack, try and drive this one in. Takes the deflection off Mullen there.
I think it's really important to say this one here. That's two calls for 5 yards that they've had almost immediately. About not being 5 at the start of this quarter, and the shot after the whistle in the last quarter. I think it's really important to say this because can't fall through the player here.
And the pressure from Clydesdale maintained is just under 2 minutes into quarter two. Another short corner for the visitors. Stephen, just a case as well, a little bit of nervous energy. You know you're the goal up. You know you've got to protect it. You're just a little bit too eager to step onto things at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's always, of course it's a never league, it's only one goal in it, and trying to deal with this pressure for so long doesn't make it any easier.
Again, looks like Harry's the target, little misplay, and then, through Shields, 1-1. I think Clydesdale get exactly what they wanted to start quarter two. I don't think that was tipped in at all. It's gone straight through and just deceived.
It's unfortunate there for Uddy, but the mindset won't change. We'll still be going out to get that next goal like we were before it was equalised. And we just saw what you were saying there, Stephen, about the not being comfortable from your short corners. One's going to go in eventually.
I think in that corner as well, just having that player standing in front, I'm not sure others are touching it or not. Also, I can't speak to a goalkeeper, but I'd imagine it does in there, because you don't want to reach for it in case there's a touch, and it's probably going to be
Clydesdale not content just with the one. They're on the hunt for a quick fire second, but Campbell with the turnover and now can try and break out. Can't quite make its way to Mullen in time. And Shields at the heart of everything for Clydesdale so far. Again, just breaking up play. Campbell. Crash ball all the way through. It's Kirsty Ratton there trying to get a little bit of separation. The hockey stick's getting tangled up at almost a lightning rod at times for frustration when you and an opposition player get a little bit caught together there. Ratton pass forward, blocked and loops up. It will allow Uddingston just to step forward. We'll try through Ratton and down the channel, but can't quite find its way through to Crichton. And Clydesdale, they have time for the quick counter shot. That's enough to upset the play. The drive across the face of Shields, the tip goes wide.
Almost similar to the Uddy goal there with that pass, a brave pass to see anything come off it, but unfortunate for Clydesdale.
Campbell doesn't like what she sees, will play short. Show the pressure coming, but sure side retains possession. Turnover, and Heather Howie can try and sort something herself before giving it away to Porter. Now McMillan, this near side, the right. Tries the direct route to drive it across, but cut out. Couldn't quite make its way through. Amir was waiting, but last gasp interception enough, and now Clydesdale will renew what they've been up to for quarter one and the better part of quarter two so far. Again, able the big long connection, the touch loose, so it allows teammates in orange to crash forward. Chop across far too high there.
Clydesdale started off the second quarter just exactly like the last, quite unsurprisingly, because you knew something was going to happen with that high offence, and something has happened.
And tripped over, has a little conversation with the umpire afterwards as the challenge now. Channel our inner school teacher with a "you two calm down" from the umpire across to McMillan, and I think that's Anna Hullen as well.
Nothing wrong with a bit of tension. Makes it exciting, doesn't it?
Important result potentially for both teams, with Clydesdale looking to make sure of a top four spot as they go on the push and look for a killer second. That's a killer second in the middle of quarter two. I've turned this one around in just 8 minutes.
Yeah, the Uddingston defence left quite open for that second goal. Left the keeper with a 3-on-1 situation, which is never a favourable situation, me and the keeper.
Millie Steiger puts the visitors in front. Something we've seen in the last couple of minutes from Clydesdale trying to trap in the centre and get those opportunities pushing forward, as Uddingston perhaps started to commit more forward themselves. It's just, we've seen a couple of signs of those openings and the quick counters, and Don't take too many opportunities for the visitors. Tiger and Hogarth do battle there. A very sore collision that allows Uddingston on the counter. Muir just prod this one ahead for Mullen. Wants to try and cut this across. Can't find its way through. Campbell could drive in. Mullen and Muir are both there, but it's the Clydesdale defender that gets the first. Just too much battling at the edge of the D there, and it's paid to what had been an interesting spell for Uddingston. Not often they get a bit of possession, a bit of territory at that end of the pitch. Ratton. Still waiting for their moment to send this further forward. Williams gets it out from under her feet and can crash forward. This near side, the right, and can't quite find the way through the first challenge.
Is it now a case for Uddingston to try and control the tempo of this game, slow it down?
Yeah, I think we need to establish
Greatest restart of play, hand possession straight back to Clydesdale, who's now visitors will go looking for more, but McWilliams straight up on it, forced the turnover, and hard time to remonstrate with umpires after the challenges. Both her and Steiger not particularly happy with each other there.
Seems like when they're trying to outlet, because the pressure is quite high and in there you want to give them a midfield drop a bit wide so you've got that option in play, push it off. I feel at the moment we're not really having any other options when they're trying to play on. It's just making it over from pressure. I'm not sure if that's actually something that can try to play in those spaces and you open the midfield, but certainly I'd be
Certainly feels like a bit of stick or twist. Uddingston don't want to get caught pushing too many forward, but now they may want to throw a few shots forward as McMillan just too much in the touch and carries that straight onto a defender, so fight hard to try and overturn it. Just in those quick counters that the more of them you have and the more of them that you weigh on, you need to start turning into something more like what was happening in quarter one. Big chances at the Clydesdale goal. She's done her part to slow up play and Try and drag this forward, but shows too much. Again, neither how are we able to turn things over. Another one that's done a lot of work in the midfield to break things up as Uddingston try and play out. I feel like I'm still learning some of the umpire signals there, but Stephen, the chicken wing almost elbow gesture there tells you exactly what was going on.
I think he's confused with that one.
Clydesdale though, from that, keep the pressure on, try and bring this D-bound. It had been a good spell of restricting the visitors from getting too much of this, too much time spent beyond the 25, but Uddingston starting to fall back again as the quarter reaches its final moments. Only 3 or so minutes left of it. Williams stepping far out from defence now and trying her part in the press, but back in it comes. That'll show too much to Dacre. Can't find a way to feed it through to McPherson, and Clydesdale push through, rumble through again, but can't quite keep it under control. I think that's come off a foot last. And again, want to get things moving quickly, and again finding space on this far side, and McMillan chop across. We deflected. It could still open up for McWilliams, and then the slip from Dacre as well, as both were trying to step onto that. And Clydesdale try and bring this back and bring this back quickly.
As we draw near to the end to the second quarter, first half, is it a disappointing performance for Uddy or just unlucky, Stephen?
I would say either, really. No, it's just been disappointing. I think it's dealt with the pressure fairly well. Also, obviously, won the league. But for all the chances that we've had, we've dealt with the deep defence fairly well. And so after this, they've got the goal with a few chances at breakaway. So it's just about trying to deal with this Clydesdale press and get out from that.
Well, Stephen, thank you very much for joining us as the half-time comes to a close. It's Clydesdale 2, Uddingston 1. Stephen, you got training after this, so I think this is the part where you have to say goodbye to us and go have your meeting and then get ready to jump out on the pitch after RL1s into this lovely weather.
Yeah.
Hope you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I got to do some video first, so hopefully this weather gets off before it. But yeah, no, thanks very much for having me.
What it does do as well is allows Alistair Conte, who's waiting in the wings, to step into the headset as well, and little surprise no one to know exactly what kind of things coming next. Alistair, thanks for being down here tonight. You've been standing out in the rain and taking photos. You look absolutely miserable. Oh, buddy, you have my sympathy. It's not much better in here, but at least it's dry.
Yeah, no, to be honest. It was okay for the start, and then as it got wetter and wetter, my hands just kind of lost all feeling. Fantastic feeling.
Well, what's coming up on socials that people should be looking out for?
I think we're back just trying to get some good fun content out. Obviously, World Gaelic ending last week, or starting and ending last week actually, but now it's just a case of getting ourselves back. Got a couple of different videos coming with the different teams, and also focusing on our youth hockey. So today, our walking hockey started back as well, so got some fun things with them, I'm sure, coming up that I know are in the works for next week. Yeah, that's all I know of. because the price
Well,
is lower?
I say partly because when we were speaking as part of filming the Captain's Challenges for World Galley Week, that you have a couple more in mind already, that you're ready to test the guys out. No spoilers, obviously. No
'cause
spoilers.
to be honest, I'm spoiling them to myself. I have ideas that are not written down.
Okay,
I'd
well,
be
I'd be
writing
ready.
them myself if I even thought. But no, definitely, as the March kind of rolls on, hopefully getting some more stuff out with our captains. Kind of, they actually really enjoy doing that. But yeah, as always, just the usual places for us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Uddy Hockey or Uddingston Club on Facebook. Yeah, hopefully some fun things upcoming. Just wait and see, really. Keep you in suspense.
Well, there's one thing we mentioned last time at the Cala game while you were watching from far away. I think we're gonna keep this going now, and can I ask everyone who's tuning in from Analytics Persuasion, Clydesdale as well, if you're that way inclined, to tag at Uddy Hockey in a social media post. Just let us know where you're watching from, how you're enjoying it, and a big hi to Ali for it, because he's got to jump back off the headset very shortly, and he'll see all those lovely messages. So yeah, let Ali know how you're getting on.
Yeah, it was great when I was sat watching it in my hotel room this week, and I just heard, go ping his phone. Thanks.
Hey, you look. If you didn't put Do Not Disturb on, then that's
Mistake I made quite often.
look. We'll get your opinions a little bit on the proceedings, at least for the first two quarters. I don't want to say it started so well, because obviously it's a goal from nothing from Iceland, but game plan works. Just quarter two, I think it all starts to. Quarter two, it just doesn't quite go the way we wanted, and Clydesdale plenty of pressure. And look, they didn't make it count in quarter one. They definitely made it count in quarter two.
Yeah, end to end, I think that's the best way to put it. I mean, we did have some chances as the ball was moving up. It was just unfortunate not to land anywhere. But for Clydesdale especially, bouncing back as soon as that first goal went in, they bounced back instantly into win a short corner. And I think that's the big thing you've got to say is they were able to easily bounce back to get the next shot, and also now bounce themselves back into leading. But yeah, definitely an interesting game. There's that first goal, I think, came as quite a shock to all of us on the side forward, but definitely a lot of pressure being put on from Clydesdale in the attack.
And I guess we're just expecting more of the same, but the counter-attacks were working and in various phases. And Jack, I guess it's just keep it going. You know they're going to keep looking for more. Clydesdale are very keen on sealing up top four. Today will be one of the games they've targeted to do that. You know you're going to get a chance on the break.
Yeah, definitely. It's always going to be hard defending against that continuous attack, but like you said, the counter-attack was working, and just to continue doing that, maybe get a couple more passes in there on the lead up, but yeah, almost the same plan surely.
Thank you very much for joining us. We'll let you back to the fun. Appreciate you returning the camera as well. We'll take a look at some of the snaps you've managed to put together. Sure, we'll see them on social sometime soon.
Aye, all in the pouring rain, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Umpires were ready for a quick start there, and now we are underway. And quarter three, as we say, needs to be more of a rerun of one than two, where Clydesdale been able to pull into the 2-1 lead. And Jack, what we said, you want more of the same, but obviously there's a mentality aspect of constantly having to defend, and that'll wear. It's something to be wary of, that you're going to lose focus. You're going to get tired as the game rolls on.
You're continually trying to keep the ball out of the net, continually trying to get rid of those frantic situations in the box. It's going to be hard, but just to try and get out of that and push on, I think is the key focus here for Uddy.
So important to be starting this quarter 3 on front foot as well. And seen plenty of action down at this end of the pitch this time for those in blues. That could still make its way through, but the umpire's whistle will break up the play. And Hogarth able to step on the turnover, pass forward will be cut out by Steiger again, scorer of the second goal. Ratton can win it back over at this near side, but can't hold on to it now. Shields trying to crash through the heart of the Uddingston defence and brought down, but decision will go Uddingston's way.
Yeah, struggling to get the ball away to clear it there, Uddy. And thankfully, nothing came of that continuous attack there.
Crichton. Now McMillan. Again combining well on this near side of the left, but
The struggle here is when Uddy get into those tight positions with, say, 2 or 3 markers on them, struggling to get out and then give the ball away, but definitely some hopeful signs.
timed that perfectly. Jack is the crash ball cut out, unfortunately, but there's Ratton able to step back onto play, win it back across now. Crichton. This half starting a lot more open, a lot more a share of each, rather than the relentless control the Vistas have had in quarter 1 and quarter 2. Morton able to just shovel that out of play and slow down on Easter for now. Hogarth tries to force something but can't. A chance for another Howie through the heart, but can't hold on to it this time as Uddingston able to make their presence felt in midfield a little bit more. And the ball out wide will run out of play.
Both sides struggling to keep possession here in the past couple or so minutes. Quite an open game as we start off the third quarter here tonight.
Not quite as clean as you'd imagine Clydesdale will have wanted, but works in Uddingston's favour. This is see Hogarth trying to find a way to keep a little bit of room and push it back to Shaw.
When the play is so open, does that then give Uddingston confidence that we will then get maybe another lucky shot like we did in the first quarter?
Look, it's no taking away. It was
fortuitous,
definitely that first goal, but you've got to imagine there's plenty of a mental boost of having a lot more control over the first 5 minutes of quarter 3 than how things were in quarter 1 and quarter 2. And again, to be able to step on and cause some more problems as Hogarth driving through into the D, gets a little tap on it to drive it away from her at the last there. Now it's time for Clydesdale down the other end, trying to be the ones to find another. Williams does enough at the second to force it behind.
Some good entertaining end-to-end play here. One side attacking, then defending, a couple of seconds later.
Even in this fixed position with so many back, you've got to imagine there's half a thought to how quickly this could turn around.
Definitely.
For Clydesdale now into the D, into the danger zone. Shields forced to kick out. This is much more what we've come to expect is Clydesdale try and crash that one into the D. It will come to nothing though, and another important moment for Uddingston just to hold back the orange wave at the moment. And that will have been a sore one, no doubt. Ratton and Crichton will exchange passes. You see on screen, but instead it's Shields and Steiger trying to combine at the front of the D. And still Clydesdale come another one. We'll find player rather than stick or anywhere else, and this time someone for Kirsty Ratton. Will lead to the short though for the Boosters.
Yeah, just similar to what we've seen from Clydesdale, keeping on the pressure, hoping that we'll get another goal from that continuous pressure.
Looks like a different setup to the previous Castles again, which means we may be expecting a slight change to routine. Again, that same driven strike. And Heather Howie this time can only push it wide. Uddingston trying to keep it and play out, but that one last off Hogarth's foot means Clydesdale can force the error, keep the pressure on now. Everyone back beyond the 25. Still Clydesdale come, Shields and defender able to do just about enough, but it's come off body, it'll be a short corner.
Yeah, another short corner for Clydesdale for just adding up now. I think that plays testament to though how many times we've been in that box. It's not a coincidence that we've received this many short corners. It's as a result of a high pressing.
So we see if they can make good the reward. Again, Ali Howie strikes. This time it will find the backboards. And Clydesdale in quarter three get a little bit of breathing room.
Just say the past 5 minutes, Clydesdale did get back into the game, did settle down and started playing like they have been. Goal could maybe have been seen coming.
I won't say we cursed it, but having said it was a very even game, both sides.
No,
kind of
definitely
imposing
not.
their own will, then became more Clydesdale, and they've benefited on the scoreboard now because of it.
Nothing worse than a commentator's curse, but we just ignore it when it happens.
Porter able with the turnover to try and find a little bit of room herself, but St Orange quick on the pressure. Poor intervention for McWilliams. And again, try and play their way out. It's been something that's been increasingly difficult these last couple of minutes. Again, proving difficult. The turnover from Shaw's pass. have some work to do to try and keep this one away as Williams can get the stick in down and blocked in time.
Yeah, good block. The anticipation of the heavy touch there worked out. You think now the goal for Uddy is just to get the ball up the pitch a wee bit, string some passes together, almost slow the game down like we've talked about before.
Forward tries to try and drop in and help as McWilliams right down by the corner, trying to find their way out. Uddingston really struggling now. Well, Jack, like we said after speaking about it before now, it is very much all the visitors again, and Uddingston will find another way to put themselves back into it. The counter-attacks that we'd seen in quarter one, quarter two, struggling to put together, and that's loose control from McWilliams and out of play.
Yeah, I think that counter-attack is now a bit of a struggle. Maybe Clydesdale just adapted to the way that they were attacking. Maybe some arguments against the long balls have been playing not very successful, many of them. But important to keep the head up, not lose sight that it's only 2 goals between it. Game's not finished.
Miller trying their best there to keep Clydesdale at bay, and Uddingston just really under the cosh at the moment. But with the reprieve from the umpire's whistle, Campbell, Shaw, chances it's just fired forward towards Dacre, but can't keep a hold of it. So against Edinburgh Calla, the pace she's got, certainly one they'll be looking to try and find on the quick counter attack, but so far it's been a bit of toil for Maisie. Great close control from Shields, but she is eventually crowded out. Mullen can't find a way to connect with McMillan.
It was good group pressure there to win the ball, just unfortunately nothing came of it, but positive signs from Uddy. It's something that we've seen Clydesdale do quite a lot. When they lose possession, 3 players surrounding the one to try and win that ball back. Maybe something that Uddy might try to adopt here.
Can't quite work out. Oh, got down by the sidelines is Howie. Now, Clydesdale driving up on the back stick though. Shields will need to step out quickly. She can get there in time, but not before the short's awarded. So a lot of joy from the same routine from the short corner. I wonder if they'll keep going because it's working, or whether it's now it's worked a couple of times, time to change up the routine. It is the same routine, this time tipped. Uddingston do enough in the end just to force it away. Life to the danger this time.
Good to clear it off the line there just before it trickled past it. But yeah, interesting to see that it was the same tactic from the short corner. Didn't decide to change it up.
Williams, Uddingston from pushing it out to the touch lines and trying to find something down the channels, really struggling to connect. Shields, putting toe on it, it's going to come straight back. It's another chance to parry.
I think it is important to say, although 3 goals have went in, quite a strong defensive performance overall from Uddingston tonight. A lot of attempts from Clydesdale for Uddy to try and deal with, but on the most part, kept them quiet.
It is one way, Jack, of saying you're happy with, although slightly surprised, as we end quarter 3. It is only 3-1. It is only 3-1. Clydesdale getting their third, that gives them a little bit of breathing room in this quarter, and it makes a real uphill battle for Uddingston for quarter 4. Everything started so well in quarter 1, Jack. It's just everything we thought could happen from Clydesdale, everything they showed in quarter 1, they're bringing in quarter 2-3.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said, that goal sort of came out of nowhere. Brilliant goal though, but yeah, what we saw in quarter 1, that high press without a goal, then eventually led to a goal in quarter 2, and then the 2 short corner goals. So unfortunate for Uddy, but maybe a fair scoreline.
Yeah, certainly you and Stephen did preface it earlier in the live stream as well about the discussion about how many short corners before you start to feel comfortable defending them. Stephen was pretty apt when he said that you never really feel comfortable the more that given, and like say Uddingston still not really looking comfortable at fielding some of the short corner routines at the moment. But like you say, the only thing that will be a little point of frustration is the kind of lack of cutting edge going forward, given how quarter 1 and quarter 2 there were those chances breaking forward. There's been a little bit more territorial control, but certainly something that Coach Gareth Eichen will want is a little bit more bite when it gets beyond the 25 in the attacking sense for Uddingston.
Yeah, definitely. Less counter attacks, maybe less control of the ball as well. When they have gained it, tend to lose a bit of possession. But yeah, I think we will be trying to go back to that quarter 1 play, quarter 2 play of the counter attacks, because it was finding some success and looking hopeful. So let's see if we'll go back to that in quarter 4.
Back underway for the 4th and final quarter here tonight. Uddingston, a little bit of work to do to pull themselves back into this one as Ratton bring it under control. Campbell, Hogarth, just trying to keep it clean and tidy, but shows too much to Shields now. And Steiger, the 2 Scotland internationals combine. As Clydesdale still trying to force something. And they'll keep the foot on the pedal. Howie. Now Shields. Showing good close control so far. Draws a good save out of Verity.
Well played to keep that out there.
Slightly conscious there, I was about to say, well played by Shields, saved by Shields, as Bronman and Verity. Same surname, different teams. Very good work by both the Scotland International and the Uddy keeper, who's been particularly busy again tonight. shows too much, and it's an easy turnover for Clydesdale, and Ali Howie's been able to step onto those on more than one occasion now. Ratton and cut the pass across out. Campbell. Just penned in by the corner.
You've got to compliment the press when from Clydesdale when we've not got the ball. Very little time, or Uddingston getting a good amount of time on the ball without losing it, and that is testament to the fact that Clydesdale just keep pressing and don't give much time just to think about where the next pass is going to go.
Well, it's easy to fall into the trap of focusing only on ourselves in terms of what this game could mean. In terms of a real morale boost for the girls going into the final game away at Inverleith on Sunday. Actually, like we've said a couple of times on the broadcast, Clydesdale is just a game they will have targeted. They will, no disrespect to ourselves, Clydesdale will look this one and wanted and expected three points from it, and a step towards the just caught up between three things there as Uddingston still doing their best to keep things at bay.
It's obviously a way that of playing that Clydesdale now feel comfortable with after seeing that 17-0 game. It's clear to see that they do like an attack and they don't mind putting the ball in the net when they can. So unable to get anything from that attack, but good to see that. Are they pressing a wee bit higher? Let's see if anything can come from that. As Clydesdale make a big effort with a long ball that goes one side of the pitch to the other. The ball with Campbell as she looks to see what's going to happen here. Trying to see if he can get up the pitch. And it trickles out. Clydesdale now again with possession. Good defending from Muddy.
Tell you what, Jack, there's a unfortunate reason why the 17-0 sounded so outstanding. That has been a result this season, I will say. It did happen, but it's between Edinburgh University and Inverleith, that 17-0. Clydesdale only 3-2 against GHK, so our apologies to GHK for that. It's very much a closer game than our graphic shows. Uddingston still back to the wall for 5 minutes of quarter four.
Just struggling to get out, aren't they?
Do wonder though, one quick breakaway and then suddenly nerves will start to kick in perhaps for Clydesdale, who need to hang on to the threes. We say right there, hopes for top four.
Definitely. When they are attacking, they are playing with a very high line now, Clydesdale. So maybe it is the opportunity for the counter-attack that we did see successful in the first half of the game to come into fruition again. Then, like you said, when it's a one goal gap, you've not got that safety net. The way you play differs.
Back into the D is Clydesdale go looking again for would be the settler of a fourth, and they'll get a chance from the short to find it.
What do you think? You see him again, Ben, from this short corner?
Look, it's clearly not broke at the moment. There's no need to tip your hand on other routines. I'd mix it up personally. I want a bit of variety.
Yeah.
But if it ain't broke, I won't blame them for sticking with the same routine. It does look like a different setup this time around. There's Howie, and it's diverted in past Shields, and they will find the fourth with Clydesdale, and that will wrap up the three. 10 minutes left in this one, but Clydesdale in full control. May well have been Steiger again there. 2 for her tonight, if so. And Scotland International, well, really showing what sets her apart is Hogarth. Try and lead a counter-attack. It's going to be more about getting something on the scoreboard for consolation than with any expectation of points. Just that touch just takes it away from Porter.
Yeah, any goal now would still be wanted and still be received brilliantly, as it would obviously help going into the next match. It always does, keep mentality high.
Work from Crichton, close ahead to a lot of positive reinforcement. She tries to hold and find a way to play out of space and out of danger. Emma McGregor was an absolute thorn there and forced the turnover, and now Clydesdale from the hit can try and bring things forward, but there is Darcy Campbell. Feeds it forward to McPherson as Uddingston can't make it combined beyond the halfway line.
Unfortunate there. It was a good drive down the pitch by Darcy Campbell. Just nothing able to come off of it though. It's been a bit of a trend in the past 2 quarters, unfortunately.
Just a chance while plays broke down to remind you that you can follow all our social media channels at Uddy Hockey. It's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's Twitter, X, however you call it, and TikTok. You're also watching us on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed if you're interested in seeing more of what we've got to offer. The highlights from this one will go up soon afterwards as well. And thank you very much for tuning in this evening. We greatly appreciate your support. Time off as Clydesdale will switch over their goalkeepers. We'll get back on their way. Muir can get the stick in the way, but the deflection will take it into foot. Something you don't necessarily see so much in other sports. Jackers will put a pin in this just as McGregor comes forward for Clydesdale, trying to ask questions to the edge of the tee. Uddingston can answer them this time. McPherson shows too much, and Winter keeps the door open for Clydesdale as they keep the pressure on. We'll get back to the point shortly, Jack, honest. Tipped in for Shields to just force away, and that break will maybe give us a little long enough. As other sports, you don't often see a player in a position like a second goalkeeper getting on. Hockey with the rolling subs affording that chance for Clydesdale, and I'm sure for players to make the trip, it obviously makes everything a little bit easier when you're able to get minutes on the pitch as well. So that's fed through. Shields again forced into the kick out.
Yeah, it's always good to get minutes, isn't it? And definitely in football, you can be guaranteed minutes if you're a good player, unless you're a goalkeeper, because there might be that one person that's just better in front of you. So it's good to see in hockey that there is the rotation of the keepers more frequently.
That's going to be too much for Porter, and it'll run out and turn over possession. Now Clydesdale not happy as they haven't been every time they've taken the lead. They've gone and kept the pressure on, gone looking for more, and they'll get the umpire decision that allow them to keep the pressure on. It's been something the defenders are sick of hearing by now, the umpire's whistle. It's often penned them in, then reprieve them in this second half. Fizz across. Shields called into action again, more comfortable save, more of a routine one there. Should be grateful for it. Just all hands to the pump for those in blue and yellow.
Yeah,
no surprise from a team, like we say, you know, team a good few places ahead of us, and
yeah,
points extra that they're, as they should be content to keep the pressure on, keep looking for more.
On that point, going on to the next game, do you then change things from this, or do you take it as a harder opposition? Let's just keep things the same.
I think there's a lot in the mentality that obviously worked out for Uddingston for large spells. It's just been moments of quality and not being able to step out of defensive zones. Away to Inverleith on Sunday, so one to keep an eye out for the socials post that Ali Condio, I'm sure, put out, detailing that, and then the results that will come out shortly afterwards. Find them at Uddy Hockey, and yeah, certainly a different kettle of fish, and it'll be a different approach just by necessity from that, but there are certainly aspects of this performance I'm sure Gareth Aiken will be happy with, and things to bring forward, even if the scoreline perhaps not one of them. Stumble from Hogarth opens the door again. Howie. Ali Howie, one of the scorers tonight, was driving back into D to look for more. This time it will be Uddy's decision. Paul then try and help it forward to teammates, but Crichton can regather from losing possession herself. And yet more pressure for Clydesdale as we approach the final moments of quarter four. Absolutely relentless from the visitors. So they've got another short with probably only 2 minutes or so to go. Just a reminder for those tuning in for the first time or infrequently, it's our time not synced up with the umpire's time, so there is a slight discrepancy. Found that very difficult to say there. Discrepancy, there we go.
That's not the easiest word.
Not the strongest injection sent in off the post though. And Uddy can half clear. Steiger try and keep it alive at the edge of the D, and now Howie. And Shaw gets it under control and just fires it away.
Yeah, some brave goalkeeping there from Shields, able just to keep it to the 4 for now.
Not having any of that for now. Before, defended well and just been undone in some of the set plays, which when it goes your way, you don't mind at all. This one, more difficult night for Uddingston. Millen with a turnover, expecting umpire decisions, and then it is finally pulled back. Final few rotations for Clydesdale now. He's going with Shields back on to see things out. Howie crashed it through to Steiger, and now Clydesdale attacking from the baseline. Can't find a way to anything, and Uddingston able to survive the latest scare. Campbell doesn't like what she sees, opts short. And Crichton can't play it out, but that won't matter. That's where quarter 4 comes to a close. It's Clydesdale's day. It started so well for Uddingston, going 1 up in quarter 1. A lovely tip finish from the new signing, but that wasn't to be the way the rest of it would go. In fact, Clydesdale, who were on top for so much of quarter 1, made it count quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, and 2 goals in just about 8 minutes at the start of quarter 2 put them back in front, and they went on to seal it in quarter 3 and quarter 4 as well. Difficult night, Jack, but one that you maybe just take and move on and head into Inverleith on Sunday with a renewed sense of optimism.
Yeah, definitely. I think you don't focus too much on that game. It's like we've touched on recently before, that Clydesdale have been put forward a good performance tonight, relentless, like you have said a couple of times, on the attack. So I think, like you said, next game just focus on what's in front of them, don't dwell on the past, and hopefully get a better result.
Alright, well, that's where we'll leave it tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to Uddingston Hockey Club's YouTube channel. Every other social media outlet, it's Facebook, it's Twitter, it's your Instagram, it's your TikTok, it's all at Uddy Hockey. Go give Alistair Condy some love. Thank you very much for watching. It's ended here, though. Uddingston 1, Clydesdale 4. Thank you so much for joining us.